which trend do you see from your perspective in B2B growth from the past year, and what do you predict for the future?
Yeah, well, from the past year, I think what like the trends I have seen is, a lot of B2B companies are focusing more on building customer relationships, embracing digital transformation, and seeing how to especially integrate AI into their tech stack. And I think into the future, like into the next year, like it will continue. The brands will embrace more the rays of the AI and try to improve like their tool stack and understand what to use, what works for them, what doesn't work, and also try to understand how to use micro influencers more and how to activate employees more, to really show the value to the customers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you think that it's AI, it's helping to build such relationships as the B2B companies need to build, or it is like shiny object that could take the take the focus from the things that are truly important?
It really depends how you use it. You can use it in a good way, and you can also overuse it, But I think it's still around the personalization and still adding that personal touch point, because in general, before the AI, we still use tech to do things, but I think even with AI coming in, it's still, what is the thing that you can personalize and what you can do differently to stand out from everyone else,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone is using tech and everyone will try to integrate AI, but I think the companies that will win more will be those who personalize more and who can find a way to use the tech to scale, but at the same time to not lose the personal touch with the clients.
And I don't see so much still usage of quizzes, of interactive content, something that could be helpful, that wouldn't try to trick someone, as we are recording one day after Halloween, so it's also this mention to this, and give recommendation. And also you don't need to scroll 10 pages of blogs posts from the last 5 years, but few answers, and you have something personalized for you. So I think it could be it always as the tool, and could be different ways to use it.
Also, or you could just create some kind of a side project marketing thing that helps people to understand better and quicker what your product is and what value you actually give. Like, I don't
Mhm.
think a lot of companies are doubling down on that, because in a lot of cases you need to go through sales reps to multiple people to actually get to understand either what the product does or to know what the price is. And I think that's the most complex thing sometimes for B2Bs that they need to simplify. And I think side project marketing is like a really good thing to either like show how you resolve a pain point or show how the platform actually works or give some kind of a value to show people that the products that you create actually give value.
Mhm. Okay.
So
And
yeah.
how it works in case of Creator Lab? And do you conduct any did you conduct an experiment that you want to share, and insights from the last month that maybe surprised you, maybe something that bring extraordinary results?
Um, I don't think like there is a magic formula in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like marketing, there's the things that you do because you know they work, and then I think the most important part is the brand and the magic touch you add to that brand.
Mm-hmm.
For the audience you are targeting, but it still goes back to customer-centric approach, basing your decisions on data-driven like analytics stuff, and trying to innovate continuously, finding something that nobody else does
Mm-hmm.
or nobody else uses, and try to make it more fun, to stand out from the crowd, because the things that everyone does, if you do the same, then you are just another one who does the same thing.
Mhm.
But as soon as you innovate, like, it doesn't even need to be something like big. I don't know, in B2B, quite often the content tends to be a bit dry, when you're talking just about the product or something like that. So if you can find a way to make it a bit less dry, I think it's already like a big win.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
and then from what I have seen, if you do that, the engagement rates like increase 2 to 3 times, because you like, it's not a big thing kind of, but it differentiates you from the rest.
Mhm. So as I understand, because I wanted to ask about your prediction for the future, so still close to be basics, close to understand customers, branding, and maybe a little tech stack innovations, but first, first to go first with basics.
Yeah. I am always a strong believer that, you need to build strong basics to be more successful in the long run. Of course, there are like the day-to-day things that you can do now that you need to push, like to get in the deals, to get the revenue for the company, so it keeps running and keeps going. But basically, from my experience, when you create the basics and they are pretty strong, then building on top of it brings you a lot better results than just trying, to find the next growth hack.